Hi everyone and welcome back to SunBurst Tarot, where today we are doing 2024 horoscopes, and this one is for Scorpio. Um, welcome. And what we're gonna do today is look at Scorpio. We're gonna look at your months here in 2024 to see kind of what's coming up, if it's challenging or some celebrations at hand, and kind of see what your overall theme is for the year, as well as just some general messages that kind of keep in the back of your mind, as well as just some, like, if there are any chakras in your body to kind of like exercise more, or kind of pay attention to, as that'll kind of help you with your kind of things that you're going through in this next coming year. So without further ado, we can get your reading started here. And yeah. And even before I start the reading, I'm just hearing, like, I don't give a damn about anything. So, like, that's kind of just the overall vibe I'm feeling. You're over and you're done with it, and we haven't even gotten into the reading. So, I'm not a Scorpio myself, but I got a lot of friends who are. It's like, that is the vibe I am getting. So let's look right away into January, what's coming up. The Page of Swords. So for you guys here in January, y'all are just saying it like it is, and you aren't caring whose feelings are getting hurt. I'm also seeing this as you are in the zone of, if you're hurt by that, I'm sorry that I offended you, but you know what? I don't take anything I said back. In that sort of vibe, tone, way. Like, feels very much like that. I'm also feeling there might be you or another person saying, you say one thing but do another. Is kind of the phrase that's coming to my mind as well here in January. So I'm not saying that, like, your New Year's resolutions that you might be having, like, you might be talking up a big talk, but when it comes to the action, it might just be a challenge, let's say, when it comes to it. Just be really reminding people. There also might just be individuals or yourself around where it's like you have big lofty goals, but you haven't figured out how you're going to put them into practice yet. So that's not a bad thing, just something to think about as you kind of go into now January, as of the time I'm filming this, but also just, let's layer low. Let's get a little bit more planning in place before we kind of leap off the edge and our wings aren't working. So, looking at February, Four Cups. I'm seeing for you in February, you're kind of getting out of a little bit of a rut. I don't know if you've been, like, excuse me, uber tired, or if you've been really bored with life up to this point, or you're just like, I'm not sure what I'm doing, yada yada yada. I don't feel like I have a purpose in life. Like, I'm just kind of floating through right now. I'm really seeing that kind of changing here in February, where instead of you ignoring, I think, ideas kind of being put like given to you, I feel like you're now looking at it with a different lens or a different perspective, and there are new happy moments to be made. I almost think for some of you, it's like you kind of been, like, hiding in, like, your little cave waiting for someone to come in and sting you, or to sting at them because they're trying to drag you out. And I feel like your stinger's down and you're not at that place, and you're now at a place where you're like, okay, what what do you want? And you're, like, sitting there, and instead of just instantly stinging, it's like, I'll hear you out. A little bit of a vibe. Going into March, the Home card. I'm definitely feeling for you guys here in March. If you have, like, difficulties struggling with, like, communicating with family members or friends, I'm definitely feeling like that's kind of going to continue in the month of March. Or you might have, like, issues when it comes to communicating with friends and or family come up. I can also see this as I don't know why I'm seeing work a little bit, but I'm also seeing you maybe having some conflicts with people at work, where you might have said something that was kind of maybe taken out of context. And it's kind of leading you to like wanting to leave said place. So that's what I'm kind of feeling here with the Four of Wands in March. Looking in April, you are loud and proud and in charge. You have control. Or you feel like you are in more control of your day-to-day operations or things that you are going through. I feel like you're also feeling like you're riding a high a little bit, where it's like what I've been saying is what I'm doing, and people are listening to me. Like, I'm also feeling along the lines of individuals who are kind of coming into your life. They look up to you a little bit, when it comes to like what you're saying and what you're doing. I also feel this is a little bit of, I don't know why I'm getting this, but I don't know if if there will be someone around you that kind of hero worships you a little bit in the month of April, but that's the type of vibe I'm feeling around just the energy. This hero worship might feel great to the ego, but I am feeling that it could be a little bit detrimental to you. Not because it strokes your ego, but because uh, this individual who's like the hero worship, it's like an actual hero worship, and it turns into something a little creepy if you don't nip it in the bud right away. Looking in May, we have brand new ideas, opportunities, with the Ace of Wands upright. I'm seeing this also as someone who, like, in the month of May, like, it's like the spark of genius, it feels like. It's like you're leading up into summer, and now you're like, I need to do this, I need to do it now, and I'm gonna do whatever I need to do to make it happen. So like it really feels like it's a spark of a new idea. I wouldn't doubt if you are maybe you're gonna get a summer fling. For some of you, I think it'll be like a summer fling that you'll get. It'll be really fun. And this person coming in will just be like, it's a summer fling. You guys are like meeting up, and then like they have to move at the end of summer or something along those lines. But in that context, or this could be like the spark of a brand new idea when it comes to like, I want to get like the beach body, and it's like you work super super hard to like obtain the beach body over summer, or you're putting in like a new workout routine, it feels like in this case. So going into June, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is all about kind of, I see this as my single lady card, but also as like, this is the fruits of your labor. You've put in work. This might be from like setting new routines, new boundaries, and you're reaping, and like you're able to feel abundant in all different areas of your life. Because you have your career going, you got your family life going, you're addressing emotional instabilities in your life, you got the guy or the gal, you got the partners, you've got your friends that are doing really well. Like it feels like everything is going really well, and you are abundant in all areas of your life, and you feel very secure and quite proud of yourself when it comes to what you've accomplished, and now you're kind of reaping the rewards of the fruits of your labor. Okay, now going into, that's June, July. I see a trip coming here for travel. I don't know if you're flying somewhere, but I do see a trip or travel for you in the month of July. Sure, the Knight of Swords can represent a person, but in this case, I'm really seeing this as a trip or travel over air. Probably on a plane, or even a hot air balloon trip for some reason, but I'm definitely seeing that there's a trip of some sort coming up for you in the month of July, to a brand new location. Maybe you're visiting family, maybe you're visiting a boo that you met online, I'm not sure, but it definitely feels like some sort of travel going on in July. Looking in August, so we have the Hierophant reversed, so this is all about not committing or lack of commitment. This could be like a relationship falling apart. this could be this fling falling apart, being like, oh, I don't want to do long distance with you. Sorry, now I'm just going to leave you here forever. But I also see this as maybe you with like a job or I think more of like a job, but like it's like in like a high, like for corporate people where like the business itself isn't doing well in August, and like you're like what's going on is just like you may be losing your job or you falling out of love with this business because of horrible business practices that they're doing, or you are just not feeling like your vision for what you want to bring to the world and their vision of what they're trying to bring to the world just don't align. So that's what I'm feeling here for August. Looking into September, the King of Pentacles. So if this was a job back here in August, I see you getting a new job right away. One that probably pays a little bit better. If this is like a lack of like if this is like a commitment or like a relationship that falls apart, I see a brand new person coming in the next month. That's a pretty reliable, steady person who you can kind of rely on for like in that relationship standpoint. Whether or not that's a romantic relationship or just a friendship, it could go either way. But it's going to be someone who's steady and consistent in your life that is dependable, and you don't need to really worry about if it's going to like if they're going to stay or leave. Like they're going to stay because like that's just the type of person that they are. Okay. That's September. October. So girl, don't fight. Man, don't fight. Theys don't fight. This is all about a fight. There's a lot of people coming at you, and it's like you're trying to defend yourself when it's upright, but here it's like there's a bunch of people coming at you, and you know what I want you to do? I want you to just walk away. You don't need to argue. You don't need to like yell till you're blue in the face that you're right. You don't need to sting back. You just need to walk away. I definitely see a couple people coming in that aren't nice, that they have some mean words to say. And overall, I really do believe that don't fight back, because if you fight back, it's going to turn into something so much larger than what you wanted it to be, than what they wanted it to be. And like I can see like major repercussions. Because I know Scorpios, they want to fight. And you know what? I don't want you to fight this one. This fight feels like if you fight it, we going in the wee-woo wagon somewhere. And I don't want anyone going in the wee-woo wagon anywhere. So just keep your eyes peeled in October. You have don't fight back, because there is a high likelihood if you do, there could be a wee-woo wagon in your future. And I don't think you're going to like that ride, because that one is free, but is not fun where you're going. All right. Okay. So now November. Queen of Pentacles. What? We have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles? My he's, she's, and theys. What? Okay, so where you are like really abundant or have someone like really consistent coming in your life, like if this isn't a romantic person or a friendship person, I feel like whichever one this one is, like friendship or romantic, the other half is coming in November. So if this one's a friend, this one's going to be this could be a romantic relationship. If this is a romantic relationship, this is the friend. Like these are the two bookends to like keeping you sane, it feels like, for my Scorpios. And this is like the type of people in your life that are so consistent, that are like, we're going to call you out on your shit, but we're also going to provide a space for you where you aren't having to sting people constantly. So like I'm just feeling that here, where it's like where one's coming in September, the other half of like the trio is coming in like November. So if this is a friend, like I said, if this one's a friend, then this one's the romantic partner. If this is the If this is the romantic partner, then this is the friend that's coming in. Like, you have a few new people who are coming into your life this year, especially near the end. Okay, and then we have December, Temperance. So imbalance, especially around emotions. So around December, I definitely see you feeling a little bit off kilter, off centered. I see you kind of snappish a little bit as well. Where you're kind of lashing out at people who I don't think deserve to be lashed out at, but like there's some inner turmoil. Especially when I think you're feeling like things are going right in your life, so now you're trying to potentially create drama. So because that's where you're comfortable within the drama. I'm going to bring this card up. So that Temperance card, where I definitely feel for you, it's a he, she's, and theys. Please keep things balanced. And if you're going to lash out, try and make sure that, like, direct it at the appropriate person. There are people around you who love you and care for you and want you to succeed. But this lashing out here, I'm sorry. We're not going to allow this because no one deserves this unless you are addressing the person who needs to be addressed. Because your anger is potent, your fear is potent, your emotions are potent, and I want you to, if you're having an issue or a problem with them, I want you to express it to the intended party and not someone around who it is not intended for. Because I feel like there can be some people who get in the crossfire, especially these new people who I think just want the best for you, but you can't lash out at them when they're not the problem. Unless they are the problem, then please address it as need be. Okay, your theme for this year is a lot of change, a lot of things kind of just coming in, and your foundations are going to get rocked when it feels like who you are as a person, what you want to achieve, and I almost feel like these aren't like sudden changes that you don't know about, but these are like small changes that I feel just make you a little unstable, or you feel a little unstable. Which, for some of you, I do believe that you're going to be able to rock with the boat, and others, you're still finding your sea legs. And if for the people who are still trying to find their sea legs, grab onto a friend to help you keep upright. It is okay to ask for help. What is not okay is to sit in a corner, cry, lash out at people who are trying to help you with positive intentions and hurt someone in that process. Because just because you're sad or you're angry or you are feeling uncomfortable and someone is trying to, with good intentions, help you feel less uncomfortable, does not mean you get to sting at them. Because when you sting, sometimes the help doesn't want to come back. And if you're one of the hyper-independent people, which I know many Scorpios are, if you want help, awesome. If you don't want help, awesome. But doing things completely on your own will never help you heal the trust issues that you do have. With that, I'm going to pull one more card here for you guys. And then that will be the end of the reading. Okay, so what do we have here for Scorpios when it comes to what they're kind of going to focus on this year? Cleanse and protect. You are going to get rid of, so cleanse and protect. This also came up for another pile. So cleanse and protect here for you guys. It feels definitely along the lines of you can purge out the old systems, but you also, and like you're trying to protect yourself. But I'm also feeling along the lines of like your old protections or your old ways of doing things and how you've kept yourself safe, quote unquote, are gonna kind of fall apart. And you're gonna have to find new ways to either regulate emotions. You gotta find new people who are gonna help you through different situations. Or you're gonna have to find, I think, different coping mechanisms because some of the ones that you did have aren't gonna work anymore. And I think you're gonna be upset about that, which is okay to be upset about that, but some of them are probably not the healthiest. You know they aren't the healthiest, and now they aren't working. So it's time to go back to the drawing board and find ones that are healthier and are better for long-term success. So, with that, that's all I have for you guys today. If you liked this video, please hit the like button down below. Otherwise, if you like content like this, please think about hitting the subscribe button, as I have a content that's very similar to this, as I do readings on people on YouTube, TikTok, people, true crime cases, and just people in pop culture. So if you're interested in any of that, I highly encourage hitting the subscribe button. And then otherwise, I really just want to say a great big thank you to everyone who's kind of stuck with me to the end of the video. And I really want to say thank you, and I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are, and that I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much, and bye!